Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Tonight we're going to take a look at the Forest Machinery DLC for American Truck Simulator. Duh. We have the first thing that we have is a new chainsaw. We're going to kind of hop through the things that come with it. The next thing that we have are headache racks for our trucks. What this does is, if the logs tend to shift, this will protect the driver, hopefully, from getting killed. The idea is that the logs will hit the rack and not go through the cabin. They said there's two types for every type of cab. So right now we're looking at the Volvo, but supposedly this is. Let's take a look here and see what it looks like if it's different for the Kenworth. Let's get the headache racks again. Those are here. Yeah, they tend to be the same, but they fit each truck differently. So, anyway, that's what those headache racks are. Then we also have a Knuckleboom Loader, and obviously this is like you'd bring this into the forest. They put the feet down, and then this thing looks like it cuts logs and processes them. It rips the branches off and then cuts. So it's kind of like, you guys remember from Farm Sim, the Scorpion King, which I think we have those in here also. Yeah, this is the only trailer. So there's this Knuckleboom Loader. We have a tub grinder. Once again, I'm not a forestry guy. I would imagine you put the tree in, they load it in here, and then it grinds it up into wood chips. And then this comes out and loads into another truck. This is a piece of equipment that has turned into a trailer. Okay, once again, here's a forwarder. What these do is they pull the lumber out of the woods and bring them out to where you can load them onto trucks. Obviously, for those who play Farm Sim, this is the Buffalo. I guess this year they're the Komatsu this year. Anyway, they're a bunch of different brands make these forwarders. John Deere makes one. So that's the next cool piece of equipment. And then these are on large equipment trailers. So these are going to be not necessarily special cargo loads, but they're going to be big cargo loads, like heavy loads. So here's what I was talking about. This is the Scorpion King style, same as that other log cutter processor. But this one can move around. It's obviously got wheels. Sometimes they have tracks on them. And it grabs the tree, strips the branches off, cuts them, and then strips more branches off and cuts it again. And you can set it to cut it into different lengths. So that is our log harvester. We have a log loader. That's pretty cool. Grabs logs and loads them onto a truck. Heavy duty piece of equipment. Obviously it has to be a very heavy piece of equipment to begin with because it has to have the weight to lift the trees. And we have to stack the logs because what happens is the forwarder brings them out of the woods and throws them in a pile. This guy grabs a whole bunch and makes a nice neat stack. Once again, a very heavy piece of equipment, so it's on a articulated trailer. But that's cool. That's new with this pack. Here's a mulcher. This will take smaller pieces of wood and larger pieces and turn them into, what do you call it? Sugar beets. My brain today. It's going to turn them into wood chips. It's going to chip up logs, especially if you have like extra pieces, and chews them up, spits them on the ground, and then you can pick them up. And then last but not least, we have a stumper. Boom. This obviously, once you've cut the tree down, you have a stump left. This clears the stump up and allows later tractors to come in and plant more trees so that they can revitalize the forest. This is a little bit smaller piece of equipment, so it's on a long trailer, but it's not super long. So that is pretty much everything that comes with the kit, with the DLC. The DLC costs $4.99. It's available through Steam. This is a PC-only game right now, guys, so I know people are always asking, hey, can I get this on PS4 or Xbox? No. But is it worth it? That's a tough one because, it does come with a lot of new trailers. We do have a pretty large logging business now that we have both Oregon and Northern California and Washington. There's a lot of logging that goes on between Oregon and Washington. There's obviously very heavily wooded states. So this kind of makes it a little bit more realistic for that region. And when I was up there visiting a couple months ago, I did see a lot of this type of equipment out there. So for $4.99, you get quite a bit of stuff. it is mostly decorative. You're not getting any new trucks. You're not getting any new map stuff. So I guess it's up to you. I think that's a pretty low price at $5 to add this stuff, but you have to decide for yourself, is it worth it to get this equipment, or is there enough stuff in the game already, which there is a ton of stuff already, for you to be happy with and not add. I don't feel like, for those of you that don't want to spend money, I don't feel like it's worth it. It doesn't add any like crazy new content to the game, no new paint jobs or anything like that. But for those of us that love Truck Sim and want to support the company and like having all the different types of loads that we can pull, because this will add more to the game, I do think it's worth the small price that you pay. Once again, people always whine about pricing, which is surprising to me because obviously they haven't played Flight Sim or Rail Sim or any of these other simulators where every single thing is like $45. If you go into Flight Sim, a single airport is $25 to $50. So at $5 for a bunch of new equipment, I don't think it's that bad of a deal. But once again, if you're a diehard, I don't want to spend more money than I have to, then this is probably not worth it because it really only adds some new trailers. It doesn't add any new functionality to the game. It just adds some cool new loads that you can carry and a chainsaw that you can put in your truck. So, and the headache, what do you call the headache bars on the back so that you don't break your neck if a log comes through the cabin. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review of this DLC. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, and we are going to take a look at the Washington DLC next. So I just wanted to pop this short video out there, though, so you guys can see the different things that were available in this DLC. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Bye.